How's it going, everybody? Donut here. As always, this is Black Lives Matter, All Cops Are Bastards, and Trans Rights supporting channel. If you're not supporting that shit, get the fuck off this channel. We are reading some more Hero, the man who sees the dying wishes of Akagi. Let's get into it. We are still in the qualifying rounds. We're going to get into our next Hanchan here. But yeah, where did you get one of these invitation letters? Trying just as hard as you, but I mean, sure, but where did you get it? Like, you've had like one day, you know. But we came here at night, and then you came here the next night, so you've had literally one day to try and get this later. How the fuck was that possible? Chapter 29, Grudge. But I do appreciate that, you know, he's trying just as hard to save Ten and Sawada as we are. Aw, look how happy he is to see him. Glad to see that. Hell yeah, let's work together. As he says, he might not be on our level, but he'll be here to help us along the way. It's good to have a friend in this dark place. But, his phone again. Oops, I did it again. I play with your heart. But, oh, it's me. Who is this? Gotta go take this. Okay. Huh. Is that related to how he got the lighter? Or who else would this be? Like, we don't really, you know, I don't know. Like, Sawada is who you would assume is above him, but is there someone else? And I don't know. Yeah, a little worried, And okay, he's an unknown as well. Interesting. But yeah, an unknown, very up and newcomer. I mean, again, he seems very young in that, playing fucking Game Boy Advanced. I mean, we are, what time period? This is 2002? Is that right? 2002, I believe, is when this takes place. But, oh, what is he playing specifically? Oh, I don't know. He's playing the Game Gay Advance. He's playing the Game Gay. The Game Gay. They're from the Nintendo. Nintendo is making Game Gay. I love it. That might be the best fake name I've ever seen. The Game Gay. The Game Gay Advance. Oh my god. But I assume this has got to be a parody of a real game, but I don't recognize what it would be. I love this black suit looking over his shoulder. This kid's playing a game. Oh, he maxed out the score counter and with no damage. Incredible. And he's just yawning. He's so bored with it. Oh, incredible. That's impossible. Do you know this game? You know that game specifically? Oh, incredible way to build up this guy. Alright, so yeah, we got 3 seats left. Yeah, all the limited players, get the fuck out of here. Get out. So yeah, alright, everybody leaves. Limited players amount to 36. Full half gone. And somehow, they completely managed it. Coincidentally, it is exactly even. We have enough for 4 people for each table. Doesn't matter. Somehow they lucked out. That's also, yeah, the starting points that everybody has is going to be so much higher that it's going to be real easy to get into the next round. And, like, he's going to be the biggest target, of course, but there's going to be a lot of people here with a lot of points. And so, you know, pretty much everybody's going to be a target, actually. It's just, you know, like, here he seems like the biggest target, but with the amount of points on the table, it might not be as bad as we thought. And yeah, this is, again, not about getting to 10,000 points or 100,000 points. This is about getting there first, getting there fast. And now, in the second round, with everybody aiming for it, the fastness really matters. Okay, we're at table A here. Still waiting on somebody. But to our right and our left. They recognize us? Yeah. I can hardly believe it, Nakata. Can you? We sure are some lucky guys. Alright, so these 2 friends got into the table together. Hopefully Kishibe will be able to be at our table as well. But alright, he's up in the 900,000s as well, or 90,000. And then this guy, okay. These guys look like they should be villains in a shonen manga or something. It's a miracle, I tell you, big bro. We didn't just get seated together. We even wound up playing at this same table as this fucker. And yeah, they got together 30 and 31 there. This guy's doing a lot better than his brother here, though. Not a lot better, but, you know, 10K better. But, okay, so we got some brothers we got to take down here. Some slimy post-grads, it seems. What the hell? And he just like kicks the cigarette, or is that his hand? He slapped something out of her. Yeah, he cut the cigarette out from her mouth with a pocket knife. Incredible. Incredible. Always knew I could trust our teacher's advice. Just keep up your daily routine and good things will happen to you. Your teacher's daily advice? I guess he means literal teacher. But it sounded like a mentor, but he might just be talking about like a school teacher. Because they do seem like post-grads, as I said. We come all the way from Hokkaido for you, Igawa Hiroyuki-san. Okay, all the way from Hokkaido for him. Dum, 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 dum. That means they knew he was going to be here, or was just assuming he was going to be here, but we weren't even invited. We luckily got in ourselves, but also I took some like notes since the last recording on like all the people from all the Mahjong series so far, because I've just never done that so far. But yeah, so of the other East players that I didn't get those two, the priest was Kamitsu, and the other one was Washio. Washio was from Hokkaido, and the priest was assumingly also from Hokkaido or something. Maybe it was near somewhere else. But either way, they were both the North's top two was their whole thing. But anyway, I just brought that up because this guy brought up Hokkaido, so it reminded me of that. But yeah, so why do they want to kill us specifically? Because he's like, oh, no, we can just wreck him through Mahjong. I thought he was implying that. But no, he actually was prepared to stab us right now if we needed to. But okay, if we would have qualified after that first session, we would have got shanked by Nakata right here. Also, let me write down both their names, actually, while I'm thinking about it. Actually, we just got Nakata. We haven't got the other one's name yet at all. Yeah, seems like these two know who you are, but how do they know who the hell you are? Oh, right. I got something to give you. What is this? Okay, a pay tile? That's the pay. Yes, that's pay. Why? Tile ring any bells? It was 12 years ago. In the qualifying round of the first East-West battle. Now don't go tell me you forgot what you did in the South first round of the last session. I absolutely don't remember. Absolutely. You know who we are? We're the students of someone you knew as your ally, a fellow member of the East Camp. Okay, Washio or something, I assume? Yeah, okay, Washio Hitusha. Glad I brought that up then. So, yeah, give me a flashback to this. What happened in the last round of that game? Just to make sure you got your own ass up to the deciding rounds, you betrayed our teacher Washio, your ally in arms. Okay, and so he wasn't able to make it because of that. You'd been supporting him the whole time up to that, going out of your way to deal into him and play dangerous tiles for him. You made him let down his guard by looking all devoted and backing him up. That way, in the last round of the Hanchan, when you passed our teacher a tile he desperately wanted, something the other two at the table had already played, a pay under the table. You'd never expect that pay could be as safe against the other two players, but that you would call a run on it and make a comeback to first place. A dirty, cowardly winning tile handoff. Very un-Hiroyuki as well. You know, doing something underhanded like that and not doing something completely above the books. Yeah, very unique. And yeah, thanks to that, he was eliminated, didn't make it past the prelims. But dope. Love to see this. Okay, so students of the Master of Washio coming back to get revenge for the fucking betrayal that Hiroyuki did to him. Hell yeah, love to see it. Yeah, our teacher might have forgiven you, but it's something we can never forgive. But yeah, of course, Washio forgave, but... Ooh, but okay, flashing back to the funeral, or the vigil anyway. Did Washio say something about it then? Was this actually N10? I don't remember at all. Did he actually apologize for that N10? But, yeah, wanting to apologize for it. Sorry. But in a battle, there's no such thing as clean or dirty. We were both giving it our everything. I was pulled back defensively, and that gave me a weak point. Don't let it bother you. He's got a clean head on his shoulders. I mean, he is very old. You know, he's got a great outlook on life. But at the same time, watch out. You ever seen karma in action? Things you do in life, the way it coming back around to you. Just how the world of man works. And so that's what's coming back here. I don't think that was in 10. And yeah, it seems like it's going to be 2-on-1 unless Kishibe... Yeah, hey now, watch it there, kid. Yep, Kishibe. What do you think you're doing waving a big flashy toy around like that, huh? Toy. Damn, he got him in a good lock there. Yeah, twisting the hand, grinds it, nice. Gets it out of his hand. Yeah, sure. Kill me all you want in Mahjong. And yep, he's at the table too. 2 against 2. Just like the Washio thing as well, that whole prelim. But what was that whole phone call about? Still worried about that. But alright, a miraculous team match is now at hand. cool. I love the way we're bringing back all the other characters from 10 and Akagi into this series. Fantastically done. This mangaka is so good. Chapter 30, Major League. Alright, take it underway. Over the 3 nines. All tables begin. The second session's East first round at the same time. Begin. Table A. Hiroyuki is the first dealer, and the Dora is the 3-so. And okay, yeah, so we got, we already knew everybody's points, but just to reestablish, we got 2 here in the 90,000s, and then 2 here, well, 1 in the 80,000s, basically, and then 70,000s, so. Kishibe is the one a little bit far behind, but, okay, left-handed. Is that gonna matter to anything? Okay, so busting out does end the game, and even if Hiroyuki gets up to 100,000 points, it's not gonna matter if the game is still going. The game has to be over as well. So you have to get that high and end the game. That's tough. Assuming they got some signals here going on and stuff. Pawn of the Dora right after the game started. Yeah, called up his partner, so yeah, definitely giving some signals. But how are we going to give signals without coming up with any ahead of time? Not sure. But I'm not sure. It seems like we're already kind of doing signals without, like we already got some signals going on with Kishibe. Alright, yeah, no time to all around, just speed mahjong. Yep, sumo, 500 from all. Real cheap, real quick. And there we go. Already got up. But, it doesn't matter. He needs to stay there and end the game. Calling us a minor league team. Like the chapter title. Major league. But a few days ago, while driving in search of the East Parlor, yeah, we don't know what's going to be waiting there for us, so at least assign some signals so we can help each other out. I'm sure it'll come in handy sometime. Okay, so we already did this all ahead of time. Yeah, Kishibe is very smart in himself. He's got that logic too. East first round, first Honba. Dora is the 5-mon. The 5th turn now. I like the way we're doing all these floating tiles. We haven't done that for any of the chapters. Already an Ishan 10 for Pinfu to Dora. But, contrary to expectations, what was his name? Nakata. He reaches. I wonder if we're going to get the other brother's name at all. First player to reach is Nakata. And on the next turn, Hiroyuki draws a dangerous tile. But then 2 turns later, he's going to Ricci as well. Okay, never mind. What the hell? You gonna actually went and drew this? Guess I should just call it Ricci after all. Alright, yeah, okay, so never mind. He doesn't even need a Ricci. He just straight up wins there. Sumoing. South Seat. Oyanagi. That's his name. And boop, 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 boop. Up to 99 for him. Not quite past the 3 nines yet, or even the 5 nines, of course, but... And here he... Back down a little bit. And then he puts his tiles... Clink, face down. Look at these evil stench coming off these tiles. Continuing on, it is now the East second round with Oyanagi as the dealer. The Dora is the 7-so. Ishan 10 will turn 4 this time. A little bit fast. Well, no, a little bit slower actually this time. But, once again, exchanging some tiles. Ricci! Love this froggy looking face. The second hand in a row. Nakata stands in the way. Yeah, Kishibe not looking happy about that. These two are going to be formidable. Don't have what Kishibe needs either. So yeah, no tiles, so nothing we can do but fold. 3 turns later, what's this? I went and drew it again! So 1 Ricci's, the other Sumo's without Ricciing. But I don't know, was he saying this internally or not? No, he's saying this out loud. So okay, yeah. Yeah, all this is out loud, so I think, yeah, he's purposefully saying all this. One of them always Ricci's, one of them always Sumo's. And now, he's past the 999s. He's at 100,000 points. Didn't think that was going to happen, did you? You have figured it out yet? This is what a major league team is like. Psh, puts his tiles face down again. They're using that team tactic. In order to let the dealer win, the non-dealer makes a decoy Ricci. In other words, it's a bluff, a no-10 Ricci. But yeah, there's no no-10 rules in this game, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, if you thought that was something, just wait till you see our specialty. What's that going to be? East second round. First Honba. Dora is the 3-pin. We're going through these pretty quickly, actually. After drawing starting hands. Let's see, what the hell am I even looking at? Never thought my starting hand would already beat Tenpai. So you say, Ricci immediately, right out the gates. And yeah, this time it's a double to Ricci. Yeah, but you can say I've had enough of your bluffs, but... Yeah, what do you mean? You don't think this is a real Ricci? But, you know, you lull him into a sense of disbelief so much that then, when he, you know, now he's doing a double Ricci right out the gate, and it's probably going to end up being true. And okay, yep, Hiroyuki not falling for it either. He's going for the win. But I think that's the trick, that he is an actual Tenpai this time. Or he is an actual, yeah, Tenpai. Damn, playing anything, even the door and everything, but... Hey, what are you playing the Dora for? You better not be ignoring me. People do that are the ones who piss me off the most. Dads, teachers, or, you know, just authority figures in general. Girls. I like this guy's look, though. This guy is so much better at making characters than Fukumoto. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I truly do believe this mangaka is better at characters than Fukumoto is. You know, maybe not like main characters and stuff like that, but certainly villains. I think he is better at doing villains. It's tough because like Fukumoto is best at the main character and the main villain. And anybody who's not the main character, the main villain, he's not great at. But this guy is better at everything in between. And yeah, wouldn't care if every adult who ever did that got smacked in the head with an aluminum bat. An aluminum bat's like I mean, it's not as bad as or it's worse than a plastic bat, I guess, but on the range of bats, it's right in the middle, I would say. But yeah, he's just being super, you know, aggressive in every way, trying to be very provocative as well. But alright, yep, on the Dora. Yep, it was in Tenpai, in fact. 12,000 right there. Yeah, it's smacking that teacher upside the head with the aluminum bat, just like he wants to do to you. And I think, like, the thing that makes his characters tend to be better than I think Fukumoto's ones is Fukumoto would do this exact sort of backstory for a character and everything, but it just wouldn't fit. It just wouldn't hit as hard. You know, it's like, yeah, but you just look like a Fukumoto character. You don't look like a guy who I would believe to have this backstory. Like, I think Nakane is a good example. I love Nakane from Kurosawa, but, like, you look at Nakane and it's like, I don't believe that you're actually this kind of character. There's a lot of suspension of disbelief you have to have for Fukumoto characters. Even like, you know, I think Kazuya is a good example of that as well. He's not great at designing characters that make sense for what their backstory is, but I think this guy is much better at that. Now he's thinking, oh, were all the Richis up till now real? I don't know about that. I think he was faking it up till now, but in the following East third round, just after the starting hands were dealt, if you don't believe it, why don't you go ahead and test it out one more time? What's it gonna be? So, double Richi for the second round in a row. And not only that, I like the way you think, little bro. Count me in too. Alright, both of them just bluff their way through. But, like, if they're both gonna double Richi, one of them has to be right? Like, they can't, they're gonna lose if they both just pretend. Oh man, that's so cool. Those fucking tiles there as like indents. But yeah, trapped between these two walls with these fucking tiles. Which one is gonna collapse in on you? Crush ya. The probability of a double Richi emerging is 0.14%. This is what happened once in the previous round. And on top, that was what happened once in the previous round. And on top of that, this round, 2 more have happened at the same time. That is 3 consecutive double Richis. The probability of that is 3 times the 0.14% chance of a single double Richi. Approximately odds of 3 in a billion. And that is not far from the odds of being killed from the impact of a meteorite crashing into the Earth. A truly astronomical figure. 1 in a billion. 1 in a billion. But somehow that anomaly has truly occurred on the mahjong table before Hiroyuki's very eyes. But has it? Has it actually? Wish we could have gotten to see all this in color, but yeah, that's so ridiculous. Like that could be happening right now. There's no way one of these two has to be bluffing. Or both are bluffing. What's the chances that we got 2 consecutive double Richis? That's still insane. The idea that one of them is correct just seems beyond belief. But yeah, maybe both are bluffing right now, and they're just gonna fuck with us because, you know, if we just fold, then, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if they're cheating, how are they cheating to accomplish a double Richi right off the bat? How would you possibly do that? But yeah, Hiroi, they're picking up the tiles and swapping them out and everything like that. But are they really able to do that here? For like, how do you do that at the very start for a double Richi? So okay, the next thing I think of is Bukonuki, which is strike snatching, which is, what is that? So okay, that's just when you're building the walls by hand, you just put some tiles where you need them. Okay, no, never mind. So you just put them where you need them and then also snatch them up. But yeah, we're using an automatic mahjong table, so can't be that. Yeah, that may be Ganpai, the mark tiles, but that too would be impossible to set up unless they were in cahoots with the organization doing all this, so. Okay, we're saying that it has to be sleight of hand then. But okay, never mind. But there's no chance. Oh, never mind. There's no chance that it's sleight of hand. Okay, never mind. So yeah, so it's all just genuine is what we're saying actually. It has to be genuine. The probability is just 3 in a million. Too unbelievable. But alright, he's stepping into the battlefield without fear. He knows these things are just a bluff. They ain't gonna fall. It's not gonna happen. It's empty threats. But we'll see. And the Dora again. The Dora is what we sunk us last time, so we need to get rid of it though. Okay, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. It's a bluff. It's a bluff, he says. Sawa. It was from such a deep place in Yuki's mind that not even he entirely realized it. A warning alarm coming from the deepest, darkest, bottommost reaches of his heart. The bottom of the ocean, squawking out. What are we overlooking? What else could they be doing to get this double reach to happen? Completely irrational, logical belief that I should press forward here. A probability like 1 billion to 3 is as good as impossible. Okay, the intuition is telling him, go forward, do it. But you adults never learn, do you? I already told you. Don't you ever go ignoring me! Bam! An actual, genuine second double reachy in a row. What are the odds of that? 2 double reachies in a row. We got the odds for what they were in one match, but what is it for consecutive? On the Dora as well. Unbelievable. Yeah, nose diving down to 70,000 points. Whew. Well, there's no way it was 3, right? There's no way it was 3. You interested? You think I must have been bluffing, huh? Well, if you really want to know, then feast your eyes on this. Yep, not a bluff either. Like a fucking meteor. Boom! Hitting the earth and killing your ass. 2 double reachies in the same match. 3 consecutive double reachies. 3 in a billion. How? I don't believe it's real. I don't believe it's real for a fucking second. Great way to end the volume, though. Fantastic place to end the volume. Okay, we're on the next volume, but first, we got Hero and Washizu fucking 3DS's. Incredible. I wanted a fucking Game Boy Advance Hero one. Give me the tie-in. I mean, that'd be so old at this point. But, okay, yeah, just promoting Washizu as well and everything. I don't know why this is so funny. But okay, what's our actual volume cover here? Ooh! What is even going on here? We got the pocket knife and 2 bandages here. I like that we have, like, MacGuffins on the back, it seems like. I mean, that hasn't been always the case, right? What have the other ones been? Yeah, the first one was just basically the same thing here. Just the exact same cover twice. Just one in stylized, one in actual color. Then for Volume 2, it was, again, just the cover, but in actual color this time and not stylized, and then they got rid of Hiroyuki. So, just for Volume 1 and 2, it was just the exact same art used twice. Volume 3, we got different art, but it was characters. It was, Hiro and Kishibe. And then, Volume 4 is the first time we did a MacGuffin, and then Volume 5 we done the MacGuffin again. Okay. But, so we got the city skyline of Roppongi here, and then we got Hiro doing something. He has taken one hand out of his jacket, and he's not really taking his jacket off, but I'm not really sure what the fuck he's doing here. I don't know what's going on in this cover, but we'll see whenever it happens in the series. Chapter 32, Skepticism. What are you thinking? The elevator. This is how they're replacing the tiles. They replace the tiles in their hands, concealing some number of tiles ahead of time in their pockets. Okay, and just swapping them out like that. If you did a body check and you found the tiles on them, they would be exposed, yeah, but if you're wrong, then I assume you're going to be kicked out for falsely accusing. Okay, Kishibe's just outright saying it. You guys are hiding tiles in your clothes, aren't you? But what is the rule? Yeah, whoa, Kishibe, you're going right for it? After all those double reaches in a row, anybody get a little suspicious, right? Hey, Black Suit, think we could do a body check or something? Hey, what are the rules on this? How does it go? Since there's no proof, I don't believe we can justify using force in a case like this. There's no reason to deny it either, right? Gee, what a dumbass accusation. Every second and minute matters in the second session. Yeah, they're not going to want to do a body check for that reason. Like, even, in a normal match, I'd already be like, if you don't have the proof, then, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, anything that's like, oh, well, if you got nothing to hide, then you should just do it. No, fuck that. But still, and also, with the time limit, that makes it even more imperative to not do it. But okay, actually, never mind. Because they don't want to take up any time, they're just like, let's get this over with. Do it. Body check ourselves, empty our pockets. See? Nothing. Nothing. Taking off his jacket and everything as well. He's got a booster shot with a skull. The booster shot going into the skull. That's a dope t-shirt. But yeah, they got searched fully. Nothing. They got fully searched too. So yeah, not the elevator either. Is it actually cheating, or are they just that fucking lucky? It's gotta be cheating though. It's their whole strategy. It's their specialty. Now in the East 4th round, we got Nakata here as the dealer. Is he gonna do it again? Slamming it down? But no. Okay, thank God. The 4th straight double reach, he did not emerge. Thank God. But what is their whole fucking... What is going on? I guess not even they can make it 4 times, huh? Or, I don't think so. I think they could absolutely do it 4 times here if they wanted to. But they're not. But 3rd turn, God, I love the light underneath shining on their tiles. But okay, Ishan 10 for Sanshoko. But okay, wrong. The flow is not on his eye. That was a completely inaccurate estimation. Hiroyuki also had a hand this round. And not just that, a monster hand going above and beyond his opponents. Okay. Looks like Sanshoko as well, though. 3 Dora as well. Okay. 3 Dora. Adding to it. And yeah. If I get my better out, it'll be a Baimon. Okay. On our 7th turn, we got there. We're in Tenpai now. It's first big hand since the start of the 2nd session. He's going with it. He's going Richi for the first time. He gets to Richi once, and this guy really doesn't like that. So I'm not sure if they could have done a double Richi at the start if they wanted to. Maybe their luck was in their favor and we're not cheating at all. But I don't want to actually. I'm not gonna commit to that. I'm still saying they're cheating. All right, can't let him win. So what are they gonna do instead? Whoa, he's gonna grab a point stick from the other guy or something? Huh, but excuse me, could I have some change, please? Okay, I see, yeah. So, get some change. Is there something important going on here? I don't know. They're really acting like if we don't pull it in this time right here, then they're gonna stop us. I mean, I feel like they will. The Ipatsu draw is 1. With Hiroyuki's heart and soul poured into it. Come on, but nope, okay. Don't get the Ipatsu. Alright, yeah, now they're thinking like we made it, like, now there's no worry. As long as they get 1 round through, like 1, go around through. First draw in vain. Now the next turn, Nakata. It's my way worse out, but I guess I'll have to take it. Yep, prevent him from getting anything. With remarkable ease, he gets the sumo there. Only 700, but it's a prevention. That's all that matters. Once in a lifetime opportunity, just barely managed to seize away from Hiroyuki. I love these 2 villains. They are, they're so hateable. Well, how are they doing this? 5th straight time Hiroyuki let a win elude him. He's just sinking further and further down. Shibe's probably further ahead than us now. Yeah, after he called Richi, he did the ch. Why did he do that? That reaction, yeah, it wasn't the reaction of someone in Tenpai. Anyway, you look at it. So then how was he... Yeah, actually, that's a good point. It's a good point. How did he possibly win this if, how did he win it on that draw? That shouldn't have been possible. And okay, yeah, the last tile was also drawn and immediately put out. So... But okay, Kishiban's 7th discard is a 6-mon. Okay, so they are swapping tiles. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. So it's not a swapping tile thing, it's just an overlooking thing. He let his better winning tile go right before his eyes. But he wasn't in Tenpai either. We know he wasn't in Tenpai. Chapter 33 unlocked. But I'm going to unlock the secret. Is that what it's going to be? But yeah, he turned his hand into Tenpai and won by sumo through some other method than drawing. What is the cheating method they're using? What are they doing? Hiroyuki discovers that another inconsistent way the game proceeded. What is this? Just that Oyanagi played the tiles in a different order than you would assume. He played the non-safe tile first, then the safe tile afterward. An uneasy feeling, insignificant as it might seem, there are traces of a normally impossible phenomenon, overlooking a win on a better out and playing a safer tile after a more dangerous one. And both of these oddities occurred the turn after the Richi. Passing out, overlooking a win on a better out, playing the safer tile, not that part. Overlooking the win on a better out. That part, we already have figured out that. That was simply because he was in no 10. He did not overlook a better win. That was not what happened. What happened was he just couldn't win because he wasn't in Tenpai. We declare Richi. I mean, that happened in that turn either way. But then, like, what is the clue for the playing a safer tile after a more dangerous one? What is that about? That's the real mystery here now. Hiroyuki's onto them. But what is it? To turn a note in hand and Tenpai between turns. How do you do it? Are these two actually capable of doing that? Are they really? If they seriously can, then you could call it a god skill. No earthly idea what this could be. Can't even hazard a guess. Hey, you love that point stick or something? Quit spacing it out. Quit spacing out, hand it over before we all die of old age. Come on, man. And yeah, just like with a knife to his throat, he's reminded. Oh, and okay, the 2 band-aids on his fingers. It's because he's been fucking up with the switchblade. But I mean, like, a switchblade is a lot about sleight of hand too. Not really, but like in terms of like moving your fingers in a very deft and skilled way. That is switchblade stuff. That's also probably what they're doing cheating. That's why he's so good at this, and he's been practicing. That's why he's got the band-aids on his fingers. Everything connects together. All of Hiroyuki's uneasy feelings, all the mysteries are solved at once. I feel like I'm onto something here. It's got to just be that he's been practicing with the switchblade, and thus, I don't know the specific method they're using, but I think I'm onto it, like, with that. Imagine it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to master a technique like that. Yeah, you're doing it with a blade. But now I have to recognize that they really have learned the ultimate secret weapon. What is this? East, 4th round, first Honba. Dealer is Nakata. Dora is the 4-pin. I actually really appreciate this. So the translator originally messed up here and translated, what these 2 guys were as Musko, their son. But they were actually Deshi's student. So like they originally in the chapters as they were coming out, they were translated as son. But I appreciate doing what almost no translators or scanlation groups in general do, which is if you make a mistake, go back and fix the mistake. So like people reading these chapters, this note was here for them, but for me, I didn't even really need this because they went back in the previous chapters and changed all the times where they said son to student. So, cleared it up for anybody reading it after the fact. Really appreciate that. Super, super, super appreciate that. Alright, there's something that Hiroyuki can do in order to stop this. Pawn. He's going to change up the flow. Like, if the order is different, then they'll stop them, perhaps. I don't know. They don't seem too upset. But then just keep pawning, actually. Okay. Yeah. Very threatening. Very threatening. Got the wins. Is he going for? The little wins. Is he going for, all honors? Like, what's he going for? The hand's true form is in shambles. It's nothing. A bluff from Noten. Just bluff the same way they are. Yeah, it may be Noten, but it's got the perception of a Yakuman. Terrifying. Can't deal into that. Yeah. They'll naturally begin to move. In what way? Yeah, tug. Okay. Not so. Yeah, seeing some of the signals, but that's not the important part here. I don't think, but I don't know. Maybe it is. He's trying to determine the signals. I see they made the mistake that I've made plenty of times in scanlating, where you drag over text and then accidentally forget it, and like they meant to drag this over for this, so that way they didn't have to like re-typeset it basically, and so that they just had to like add the te there or whatever. But they forgot it, accidentally left it there. I've done that many a times. This is a cool ass panel. I don't know why it just looks really dope. But yeah, Hiroyuki's just gathering the information. Once all the information is accounted for, the lock will open. But he needs all that information first. It's cool to see him smoke. We rarely get to see him smoke. We know he smokes, but we almost rarely see it. Okay, he's pinned down this very moment. The god skill should happen right here. What is with this smoke? Why does it go whoo and then straight up? That looks terrible. But, okay, actually, the cigarette's very important here. Sway. Great typesetting there. Great typesetting. Not at all what it is like in the Japanese, but I appreciate it. So some sort of wind, actually. Some sort of current of wind. Incredible. But okay, then, which one is this? Who's running here? I think that's Oyanagi, right? Yeah, Oyanagi. He's the one. But alright, just 1,000 points for the Honba. 1,300. But hard to believe. It really is a god skill. But at any rate, with this, I finally unlocked and opened the door that I couldn't find the key to. It has something to do with that smoke. But what is it? What the hell could an air current have to do with all this? No idea. Chapter 34, Training. Getting into how long they've been training the skill. Thanks to you, I reaped a considerable harvest. South rounds begin. It is Hiroyuki's final dealer turn. South first round, with the Dora as the tone. Let's begin, and let's get this all out in the open this time. Got him locked down now, hopefully. I mean, that's what he's saying. Alright, to light this fuse, we need Kishibe to do something. Not sure, we give him a signal, but then we jump ahead to the 7th turn. God damn, Kishibe's making a Kikuchi. He's going straight for that Kikuchi. But yeah, he's far away. But also, Gat was the dealer, so he would just pay double, so yeah. They're not expecting him to have any fruition there. Rushing with his hand to 1,000 points and killing off momentum would be as dumb as Igawa's face. Besides, if it comes down to it, we can use our God skill. Okay, there it is, the 4th pay. So it is a wind thing as well, too. The fact that it's a wind thing literally and a wind thing game-wise as well, because the pay each time seems like the important part. Oh, never mind. This is about the Kikuchi Muso. You were just saying, like, you didn't care about it. You don't even need to stomp that out. But now, now you're like, ah. I guess, even if you're like, I don't need to stamp it out. If you can, you're going to be happy about it, so. But okay, then, with all 4 of them on the field, his Kikushi's converted to trash. But it came to me. I've kept you waiting long enough, losers. Igawa-san, the time is ripe. Kishibe fires a smoke signal for the counterattack to begin. The fuse has been lit with a pawn of the 1 mon. And pawns again, the 9 so. Going for like a all honors or something. Quick succession, blink of an eye. Another pawn of the 1 pin. So, seems like it. Something. Oh, those were all Hiroyuki. Sorry, I'm an idiot. So yeah, he gave in the 1 mon. He dealt in the 1 mon. I was like, why did he like play it like that if he was gonna pawn it? But no, okay. So yeah, that was for Hiroyuki. So then he plays this again, and Hiroyuki pawns on it. I didn't catch that, idiot. But yeah, so 3 pawns, bum bum bum. Hiroyuki going for in all honors it seems as well. Yet again, the semblance of a Yakuman again. This dragon behind him. This time of Chinroto, all terminals. I guess, yeah, not even all honors, all terminals. I guess I was thinking of all, what is it called? All terminals and honors, or, I think I was just thinking of Junchan, actually. But that's just, like, connected to all honors, but not, like, or to terminals, rather. Right? That's the one's, yeah, Junchan's connected to terminals. And then Chinroto is the all terminals. But yeah, big Yakuman. Very hard one to get to, honestly. So yeah, but I don't know if he was, like, maybe he was a good actor. Kishibe must have been a good actor then if he was actually playing this entire time, because he looked pretty upset about that pay. Yeah, is he bluffing 2 rounds in a row? A second Yakuman bluff? But okay, 9 pin, he gets it. It's good. Yeah, he's either waiting on the 9 pin or the 9 mon, but, is he really, or is it all just a bluff? In actuality, Hiroyuki has a single weight on the Dora, the Ton. Okay, so yeah, it's not actually Yakuman. He is actually going for Junchan, as I said. A Tenpai for Hanemon, with Toi Toi, Honroto, and Tudora. Oh, wait, hold on. Toi Toi and Honroto? Oh, Toi Toi was the all sets. And then Honroto, that's only terminals and honors. Right, I guess, yeah, it wouldn't be connected to terminals, because that's not what's actually going on. It would be terminals and honors. Duh. Next turn, boom, Khan. I don't know. Do we want to risk it? I mean, at this point, never mind. I was thinking it before, but now we don't have to worry about the risking it for anything because everybody has so many points. But yet, he doesn't do it. He lets go of the Ton, actually. He lets go of the Ton. Doesn't do a, like, closed Khan at all. Okay, there he goes. There's the 3rd 9 pin. Only 1 left. But yeah, now they know he can't get that pin, even if he needs it. Just lock down those pins. And, I mean, unless he's going for, like, a pair. If he's going for a pair, but yeah, as long as they, smother it, then they're okay. Alright, he's going to ditch the 9 pin, actually. Alright, bring it on. Yep, goes, pulls in the ear like we saw last time. Does this like we saw last time. How many years ago was it now? That summer, where we first came up with this whole thing. We'd been chasing after it since we were kids. Day after day, like one stupid dream of some idiots, day in and day out without ever getting tired of it. But then that dream burst wide open and disappeared. Home run 0-0-0-0-0-0-0-0-1 with a score of 1. And did he hurt his arm as well? Like, or, But yeah, like, in the same situation here, one's the pitcher, one's the catcher. Like, you know, now is their vibe. That was their whole dynamic back then. That's their vibe now. Up until the finals of that high school preliminary tournament. I was a pitcher known for his impeccable pitch control and my skilled left arm. And Nakata was my catcher with a majorly strong throw. So that's also why they brought up the left-handed thing. The league's best battery. And now, yeah, the ball, the tile. So we polished that, turned into a different skill. Under the table, throwing the tiles under the table and catching them without making a sound, without making it obvious. Genius. But where are they getting those tiles from? How are they swapping them with sleight of hand we're not seeing? Yeah. And now, without changing a thing, we just keep on pitching to each other all the same. I'm still aiming for Nakata's mitt. And his mitt is just the 2 bandages. That's dope. That's dope. That's so cool. I could have never guessed. Never in 1,000 years could have guessed. And that was the air current as they throw it. Oh my god. Gee, such a cool way to also keep it hidden too. They gave us so many hints and I'm still like, I have no earthly idea. Genius. Genius. Our secret art. The flying tiles. So cool. So cool. The gambling in the series is so fucking dope. Okay, getting a flashback here. 8 years ago in Sapporo. North Country Parlor. Back, up in the north of Hokkaido. And chapter 35, Forging. When they first forged this technique. Even though we saw a little bit of that last time. But alright, I see. Yeah, they were doing it and they were, not getting seen by these guys, but getting seen by the manager of the parlor. Yeah, we let you in even though you're a minor and you're cheating. And yeah, they're both gonna get it. But he pulled out the knife. That's pulled out the knife right there, and then his big bro, no, stop! But stabs the guy. So they had to go on the run probably. Damn. I love Nakata so much. He looks so cool. I mean, it's so crazy seeing them back here when they were even younger than they are now. They already look pretty young. But yeah, got arrested, thrown in the slammer. Great. Got his whole head shaved too. God, that pissed me off more than anything. But tossing some stuff back and forth again. Don't forget. Sorry, Nakata. You got wrapped up in my whole thing. Yeah, Big Bro is the one trying to take the blame for this. Got wrapped up in this because I wasn't capable enough. Once I get out of here, you should go back to baseball. Forget all about me and start your life over. P.S. Flush this paper down the toilet. Yeah, that's not what he wants. I want to be with you, Big Bro. Toss it back at him. That's such bullshit. You know I can't live without my big brother. I'm staying with you till the day I die, stupid Oyanagi. Oh my god, incredible. I love these two brothers so much. So then they just toss these notes back and forth to each other. What are they writing with? What are they writing with? And they were in solitary too. Jesus. Alright, yeah. Then they do the same thing with the fence separating the sports fields. Jesus, through those tiny, tiny holes, tiny gaps, without ever once getting caught by the prison guards. Unbelievably cool. God, Fukumoto Maida really is coming up with way better characters than Fukumoto could. I can't believe it. But he is just so much better at characters. And with fucking cigarettes too, you have to align that so perfectly. Exchange messages hundreds of times between us. Sometimes we even trade things like cigarettes or clippings of porn magazines between us. We shared everything we got. Always connected. And then one day, so okay, yeah, they got an eraser starting to look like a mahjong tile. Realization sent shivers over my whole body. Practice with this. Because yeah, before, they were just handing the tiles to each other under the table. Now, if they toss them to each other, they'll not be seen. They can get away with it even with other people around watching. Then, finally released, revival from the darkest depths into the cold, harsh winters of Hokkaido. Back to the parlor, and they're just going to keep practicing over and over and over and over again. Yeah, if you're off by 1 centimeter, it's all for nothing. Like, even the fucking cigarettes and everything, it's all different. They've really got to test. Like, you would think the other things were higher stakes, but this is going to be way higher stakes, all things considered. So yeah, you got to be dead center. But yeah, the noise is a problem. So wear some band-aids, and yeah, he's been cutting up his fingers. They're stinging really hard. I mean, catching something is already like, it slaps your hand every time you do it over and over and over again, and especially at high speed. But yeah, after we bandaged up the fingers, it became a lot easier. The sound stopped, and it's like a mitt. It's also like holds it there for you. Alright, trying a real game tomorrow. They go to a parlor, same parlor where they got caught at before, this time. And now we they're across from each other. They're not just like next to each other. But still, like, tossing under the table I get, but how are they like, give me your Haku, okay? How is he going to do that without that being noticed? Yeah, pulling it off in a real game is very different. Many obstacles in the way that there weren't before. Yeah, legs, shoes, the box under the table. Yeah, passing a needle, or passing a thread through a needle. It's the same thing. But yeah, he's chickening out. This is impossible. Calm down. We trained for this all that time. I know you can do it. It's so cool seeing him, like, Nakata's the one who seems so confident now, but he was originally the one second-guessing everything. And Oyanagi was the one who was way more in control. Yeah, we overcame all those obstacles that were on our way up until now, didn't we? The solitary confinement, the prison, fences, the cigarettes through. It's all been for this moment. You can do it. You can do it. I'll catch it no matter what. I'm taking you with me. All the way up to the very, very top. Staying with you till the day I die, stupid Oyanagi. Come on, catches it. Got it. Hokkaido's golden battery was reborn. Sumo come back to first place, getting in all that money. Then, several months later, a big game. You two become quite notorious, as someone has been asking to play with you. Stakes are Decapin with an UMA of 20,000 and 50,000. And it'll be 20 Hanchan sessions. Jesus. So Decapin is big one. The pin comes from the Portuguese word pinta, meaning spot. Refers to the stakes where every 1,000 points is worth 1,000 yen. UMA are the end of session bonuses for the placement, where the first number is how much third place gives to second place. And yeah. I'm always so confused. I kind of understand it, but I'm always a little bit like, I don't quite understand it. But okay, 20 Hanchan sessions. It'll be 3 days from now at 7 o'clock p.m. at a parlor in Ashikawa called Matagi, Forked Branch. Then, 3 days later in Ashikawa, waiting there for us was Akagi? I don't know. Okay, goddamn. Akatsu. Kotatsu. Okay. I thought they were going to, be saying, the fact that Washio's here. But no, a Kotatsu, they're more surprised about the Kotatsu part of it. That it's like a high-stakes game being played at a Kotatsu. I guess they're, like, really shocked about that. But also, we're getting it for, like, both angles here. So funny. But, okay. Yeah, against Washio and whoever the hell that guy is. Is that supposed to be the monk? I don't think so. Let's play a relaxing game at a nice warm table, why don't we? Oh, right! Because they can't throw it under a kotatsu. Oh my god, right. That's why they were freaking out. Okay. Took me a second. This was our first encounter with the man who would become our teacher, Washio-san. Alright, so this is how they met him. And yeah, the flying tiles is the name of their technique. I hope we get to see more of, how Washio became their teacher. I see. So, like, once here, he goes for the draw. Once he's, like, reaching over the table, that's when they do it. Yep. Throwing with all his might. Take this, the flying tile. End of the chapter. But is Hiroyuki's hand going to be under the table to catch it himself? That's got to be the only way to stop it, right? Chapter 36. Inconceivable. It would normally be inconceivable, but not to Hiroyuki. Come on, grab that tile. Great face drawn here. God damn. Incredible. Love that upturn of that grin. So sinister. But, thud, a strange sound from underneath the table. He's got his hand under there. And then, does he pull it up from the table? I can't tell. However, that tiny sound was covered up by the sound of Hiroyuki playing his tile. Okay. There was a strange sound, but immediately covered back up. And Nakata... He got caught. You guys got caught. It didn't come. It didn't come over to my hand when you threw to me the 9 pin. It didn't. God, this is so satisfying. This is, oh yeah. I can't believe how good this mangaka is. It is unbelievable. Never in 1,000 years did I think I'd be saying that somebody's doing it better than Fukumoto. But holy shit. I'm not lying to you. It didn't even graze my fingers. Could it be that the sound just now was? Yep, messed up your pitch and dunk, it hit the table. Maybe Hiroyuki slapped it or something like that. Well, otherwise, what did you do? Like grab it and like hit it up against the table or something? But actually, it's right there on the ground. So it hit the ground. So did Hiroyuki just put up his hand like block it or something? It hit his hand, hit the ground. But then he... Why did Hiroyuki try and cover it up? What's he gain from covering it up? Just to like see what their actual skill level is or something? And yeah, Hiroyuki covered up the sound. It's, like to them, they think he did it on accident. But they're gonna try and like maybe get with your foot, like bring it over, and then like I don't know how you're gonna pull this off. I don't even know how you're swapping the tiles yet. I still don't know how you're doing that. Yeah, safe for now, but yeah, someone discovers it. And yeah, like this tile can't be used as evidence of cheating, but it might make them start looking under the table and stuff. What should we do? If we don't hurry and take that tile back? It's not a problem. We can still deal with this. Follow the original plan and throw me the 3-so. But yeah, now, what if it fails again? Doubting again. Yeah, don't think too much about it. Throw me the tile. He throws it to him, and it comes all the way, it seems. Yep, he got it. He gets it. And then he just kind of puts it in his hand. Does his hand have one less tile? Or like, what's he doing with the other tile? Where are these tiles going? I guess, like, if you keep your hand there, then people won't notice that you're one tile short. And so, well, how do you do that, though? Because you have to move your hand under the table, throw it, grab the new tile, and put it back there. In that time, people should be able to count the tiles. Unless, like, you know, you're going to cover it with both hands, so they can't see the ends. And then you just do one and put it back up. That still seems suspicious to be able to have to, like, move your hand up and down from the table. Seems real suspicious, but... Okay, actually, yeah. Very smart. So, Sumo then just intentionally drops some point sticks, go to pick them up, grab the tile with it. And then put it all onto the table afterwards. Nothing happened. So just needs the Sumo. But another 9-pin. He gets the 4th one. But yeah, to him, now he's going to know that Hiroyuki's not in a Yakuman, because he can't, you know, they're assuming he has at least 1 pin in his hand, but he doesn't. What? Igawa has no 9 pins in his hand? This means Igawa was only sending out a smoke screen that he had Shinroto. He's not waiting for a 9 pin. Not bad, Hiroyuki, another bluff. 9 pin. But, okay, now he cons? Or, huh? Yeah, what is he doing? What is he doing? Yeah, stop. It's not possible. It's not possible. 9 pin. Oh, the 9 pin from the ground. Right. He got it, actually. He dropped a different one on the ground, so that way they would think that that's the 9 pin, so that way he didn't have it. But nope, he had the 9. He swapped them out himself. Smart. Run! Shinroto Yakuman, 48,000. I mean, we didn't bankrupt them, so it's not over. It's not actually over. In a normal match, this would be over. In a normal match, this is done and done. But not in this one. Incredible. Inconceivable. Chapter 37. Karma. Oh, and damn, they're fully, like, redrawing the entire thing as well. Also, these pages are, like, in way higher quality. Normally, I had them in, like, 100%... 100% resolution or whatever, but with 100% that's like stretched to the whole screen now, so much higher quality. Also, between last chapter and this chapter, I gotta say I appreciate, like, you know, whatever font they're using here, I actually like it a lot better than the typical. We usually use Wild Words or Anime Ace for Scandalation, but I gotta say it's not the most readable. You know, it's a font that, like, I use because it's the industry standard, but I don't think it should be industry standard. I wish we could change it at this point. I wish, you know, there could be something that was more readable. And honestly, this is a lot more readable. I like it. And I like this font as well. This font's great. I gotta figure out what font this is. You know, I know some of the Scandalation group people watch my reaction. So if anybody from the Scandalation group, Sonic Crazy or anybody else, if you can get in contact with the typesetter, find out what font that it was, I would love to figure out what font this is, because it's extremely readable and extremely chunky while not being too impact-like. It's got a little bit of a roundness to it that I like. And yeah, he passed 1,000, 110,000 points. Jesus Christ. So bad at math. That's not even math. That's just numbers. But, yeah, I like this font a lot better. Is this still Fukumoto Crazy Scans doing this, or was this something else? We're getting the sound effects fully translated and redrawn and everything as well. This does not feel like Fukumoto Crazy. Okay, I had to look it up. This wasn't Fukumoto Crazy. This was Stutterbus. This was my friend Stutterbus who did this. But they did an incredible job. Thank you, Stutterbus, for giving us a better version of this. And to be fair, I believe Stutterbus now works as a typesetter for Fukumoto Crazy. So, thank God, thank God. But, and I think they're doing Kurosawa now and everything. But, thank God. Looking at me like, wait, what? This is my friend who did this. Okay, but yeah, thank God. That's cool. That's cool. Only like these 3 chapters, though, it seems. Only like last chapter, this chapter, and like one more chapter. Then we have Endless Moment, which did Samakagi and stuff like that. Endless Moment's pretty good as well. I like Endless Moment a lot. And then we have some other, like, No Group. I'm not sure what that, but, so Fukumoto Crazy only did up to like the first 4 volumes or so. And then a little bit of this 5th volume. But yeah, Inconceivable was the first chapter where we were past the Fukumoto Crazy Scans. Which, again, I appreciate everything Fukumoto Crazy does, but they're definitely more of a workhorse than a like, extremely quality product. So, okay, still go through the plan, drop all the point sticks on the floor, and yeah, what? There's a tile on the floor. Huh? Yeah, wait a minute, nobody move. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so never mind, he did it on purpose. But yeah, he's thinking it's gonna be another 9-pin to show that Hiroyuki's cheating, but nope. Go ahead, bud. Go ahead and check it out. Pick it up and confirm it. Yeah, his win's illegal. Quite daring. You actually cheated in front of me. Nah, bud. We got you. We got you here. Not only will you lose the right to participate in this match, you'll be executed. You'll lose your life. I'm not sure if they're gonna fucking execute this guy here. I don't think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, it would end their career as a Mahjong representative. Nobody would ever ask them again, but yeah, like, they're not gonna kill them. But yep, you wish you're about to avenge your master, but it's not gonna happen. Show yourself the 5th 9-pin. However, pay! This tile, the back of this tile's color is different. What dropped on the ground was actually a pay tile with a different back color from the other tables. Okay. Hiroyuki brought it in. Interesting. Oh, that was the pay tile that he gave to us to say, hey, remember? Sorry, I dropped this by accident. This is the pay tile I gave to him before the match started. Incredible. We've done that like 3 times now. Oh my God, it feels so good to get a redrawn Zawa. Holy shit. This is some good ass fucking scanlations. Thank you, Stutterbus. What's going on? Then where did the 9-pin that I pitched disappear to? Zawa. Oh, this is such a good font for the Zawa too. I love it. Yeah, you launch that 9-pin, and then it seems like it fell on the ground. That's not what happened. We grabbed it and dropped a separate one. He figured it out. The truth. Oh, love the chunkiness of it. Love it. Fantastic. This is art, baby. This is art. He finally understood. I was fooled. Didn't mess up my pitch at all. Underneath the table, he grabbed that sucker, caught the 9-pin, intercepted it. Incredible. That's our boy. Oh, cool drawing of them. Cool little sketch. But yeah, thank you. Translations from Imperfect Luck and redrawing from Androvoid and typesetting by Protostar. As another username Stutterbus goes by a lot of different names. They go by so many different names. Oh, look at that sound effect. I can't stop talking about the sound effects. They're so good. However, nevertheless, the fact that every sound effect's redrawn, I don't even do that. That's incredible. That's so much work. I don't even do that. That's way too much. Like, big props to Androvoid, because my God, incredible. Yeah, he tried to throw his opponent to the ground. Meanwhile, Hiroyuki grabbed him, slammed those knees down the ground, and twisted, got him instead, threw him down. He receives an Ippon throw instead. It was an incredible counterattack. Oh, it looks so hot. God damn. It looks so hot. A rear throw to receive an Ippon throw point. Incredible. Incredible. What a hot boy. But yeah, that means Igawa should have one extra tile in his hand. Because he didn't drop a random tile. He dropped the pay one specifically. But yeah, if I tell the black suit to ask for an investigation. But no, he's still got... that won't work. Why? My hand tiles. I don't know when, but I have one more tile. Okay, he put it in his tile, but he like reached across the table maybe. Yeah, should be one short, but he's not. He's got 13 tiles again. The 9's right there. When everyone's looking at the pay picked up by the black suit, that's when he did it. That's when he put it there, right out in the open. On the table itself. God, like a ninja. Managed to destroy the evidence of his cheating. Managed to obtain a Yakuman just like committing a perfect crime. Yeah, they got no skill. They can't do... I mean, they got a god skill, but without their god skill, they've got no actual mahjong skills. And yeah, they're just outright saying it now. Tell a country hick like myself. Just how'd you realize? Did we make a mistake somewhere? It was in the smoke. But alright. Shh. Be quiet, black suit. Your technique was perfect. It was truly a godly technique. If it wasn't for the careless mistake from 2 rounds ago, you probably would have easily obtained an overwhelming victory. But yeah, where he won with a 700 all sumo, what happened there? Speaking of careless mistakes, forgot to translate that bubble. Okay. So right. That was the turn where we determined that, like, okay, so yeah, Nakata could not have been in Tenpai. So that was that whole thing going on there. And then the safe tile and the dangerous tile being played out of order. Yep. Then I placed my cigarette underneath the table, and the end result was the smoke started shaking. The smoke's shape was the evidence. Incredible. Just that tiny, tiny little thing. Incredible. That's the logic of Hiroyuki. I confirm my suspicions because the wind pressure shook my cigarette smoke. That's fucking Hiroyuki. And now the sketch again, but in negative. Okay, I thought it was supposed to be just those 3 chapters, but it seems like we got this chapter being done by them as well. I thought this was going to be an endless moment. That's what it said on Manga Deck. So, okay, actually, yeah. So this is, assumingly, now endless moment, but I assume this is still Stutterbus / Proto being the types that are here, but clearly they don't have the same same redrawer, because like the sound effects aren't being redrawn, and also not the same sound or same translator, because now we're using we're using murmur for Zawa, which is, you know, an okay, you know, it's that would be like, how do I put it? Murmur is a good translation for Zawa in any other series, because that's what Zawa would be used for. It's like murmuring conversation. But in Fukumoto, that's not what it's actually used for. You got to use the context. Like, even if literally the sound effect is like whisper, 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 he never uses it in that context. It's just this sense of like unease. But it is, you know, it's not really a sound effect for unease. It is a sound effect for somebody going, what's going, wow, that's crazy, it's crazy. And, you know, that makes sense for, like, you know, unease, you know, when people are doing that. That's the atmosphere we're trying to create. But there's not literally anybody saying that. It is, like, you know, I think, like, that's why what was it, Tony Gawa that made the Zawas, like, multiple people, like, so. I mean, even Kaiji did that a little bit, especially in, like, season 2, having different voices do the Zawas and stuff like that, having it be, like, ghosts murmuring, kind of. That's kind of how I interpret it sometimes. Incredible. So, like, yeah, if they had pitched from a different position on the table, like different hands, then the smoke wouldn't have happened. But, you know, because of the knife thing, we knew what his dominant hand was. Damn, just like the baseball match. Total shutout. I mean, not like that fateful baseball match where they had 1 point. They got trounced in this metaphorical panel here. And, you know, we can report the cheating right here. Have it all over right here. Cheaters will be disqualified from this tournament. The East-South session will end here. And we can just move on right now. We can just do that. But why do I get the feeling that he's not going to do it? Best case scenario right here. Enter the finals right now. Right now. Do it right now. But he's not going to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting reported. I've been ready for it all along. Yeah, I'll go back to Hokkaido and brush up on my skills. But we don't want to crush their careers. So we're not going to do it. I'm not going to report it. Not reporting any cheating. Will continue. You guys are going to lose. We're going to beat you fair and square. Oh my god. If we end here, your defeat will be in the bag. There's 4 rounds left. You still have a chance. He wants Kishibe to make it too. Let us both aim for the finals, just like we promised. Like the two brothers. We'll sit together as finalists in this tournament. Oh, I love this. This is giving me like Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. Oh, I love it. The heartfeltness, the camaraderie, the friendship. This is so unlike a Fukumoto manga. Oh, he collapses right down his chair. And while we're at it, other tables competitors might get qualified before you. You got what you really are. A true good guy. The match continues. Gave up on the chance to qualify by reporting cheating, and now South 1. Counter 1. South 1, Counter 1? I assume that's Honba 1? Or is that just South 1? Or no, South 1 would be South Round 1, so like, yeah. And Hiroyuki devotes himself to supporting Kishibe from the very first discard. Is he going to be able to make it? I will hope he can. I really hope he does, but I'm going to stake a guess and say that Kishibe is not going to make it. But okay, Nakata managed to win South 2, but now it's South 3. Kishibe's the dealer. Hiroyuki's idea was realizing Kishibe won 2 whole rounds. Okay, he managed it. He squeaked in there. I really did not think it was going to happen, but he got up there. He reached 95,000 points, but... oh, Nakata was at 10. Oops, I read that wrong. Okay. So, yeah. Gotta just beat Nakata. Come on. But, yeah, they're not just watching from the sidelines. They're trying hard to at least get one of them into the finals. 3 turns later. Okay. Wait, who's running here? Yeah, he's running off of Kishibe. Damn. Thought he had no way out of this. But, Atamahane, run, head bump it. All right. 2,000. Save Kishibe. Minimal injuries. Yeah, he's trying so hard to get him up there, but I don't think it's going to happen. Final round. Let's see what's going to happen here. Kishibe had 92,000 points. Nakata had 100,000. I keep saying 10. 100,000. Who's going to win in the end? It'd be dope if Nakata can come to the finals, but that feels more unlikely, so I think I'm going to say, actually, that Kishibe is going to do it here. He's going to win, because there's no way that Hiroyuki's going to prevent all of them, so I feel like Kishibe's got to make it, actually. Starting hand's terrible, though, but make up for it. Yeah, looks like he's just going for Chanta. Taking what he can get. 2 turns later, though. Hands ready, perhaps. Okay. Got it. Waiting on an edge weight. Or is Kishibe... Okay. Kishibe might do something to, like, force here. Stealth ready hand. They're not reaching. I gotta say, really not a fan of this translation. This translation's gotta be, you know, out of the 3 that we've seen so far, this one I think is the worst translation. The pure outside triple run. I'm not a fan of, like, trying to localize the Yaku names, because in my opinion, it's like, if you know what the Yaku, like, if you are reading Chapter 39 of Hiroyuki, a sequel to 10, you know what the Yaku are, or at the very least, you can look them up. You can, you're more familiar with those than this. Like, I don't know what the fuck pure outside triple run even means. The hell does that mean? And at this critical moment, Hiroyuki draws exactly what Kishibe needs. But okay, an intentional friendship-fueled discard. It's settled now. Ron, yep, he runs off it. But I don't know. I feel like something's definitely gotta be. There's gotta be a twist here. What's it gonna be though? Outside triple run, but an Adora of the pay. So Hanemon, 12,000 points. What? Too naive? Is that what this is? A simple, you were too naive, Hiroyuki. Or, does this have to do with the phone call? Are you here? Like, how did he get the lighter and all this shit? Has he been against us this whole time? And that's what he meant earlier. Like, not Hiroyuki, you're truly a good friend. Hiroyuki, you're truly a good man. Hiroyuki, you're truly too naive. Too naive. You believed me, trusted me the whole time. But what is he gaining? Like, oh, okay. Next chapter. This is getting real good. Don't lose to Corona. What? Don't lose to Corona. Like, what? What could that possibly be? I know this manga went up until 2021, but we're not that far yet. That's crazy. But okay. So we had the TLC and quality check by Windy, who I believe they were also... Do I just recognize them from Endless Moment, or did they also... Were they part of Fukuna's Scans? Or Fukuna Crazy? Typesetting by... Speed Shigue, and translator by Imperfect Luck again. It was the same translator? That was not what I was expecting. How was that the same translator? What? That's so crazy. And that was a different typesetter? What? But it was the exact same as Stutterbus and Proto's typesetting. Not what I was expecting at all. Crazy. Oof, okay. Final chapter of this video, and shit quality pages. Absolute dog water fucking quality pages here. We'll see how the typesetting and everything else goes. But alright, chapter 40, Betrayal. Oh god, just literally I was just talking about how, like, I really like the previous font because it was like an Impact font, but it wasn't as harsh and bad looking as Impact. And immediately, Impact. At least they redrew it though. Damn. He is falling all the way back down. He can't qualify now, right? Jesus Christ, the quality of these pages is so ass. How did we go from last one to this one? Where did you get these pages? Oh my god, it's so blurry. Yeah, there's no mistake here. You purposely cut that ladder. This sinister fuck. What is going on with these pages? What the fuck is going on? I had to zoom, like, this one. This is it at the same resolution. Each of these pages had a completely different resolution. What the fuck? Everyone's a different resolution. Why'd you do it? What? You and me. We just met by chance 6 days ago. Shouldn't put your faith in people so easily. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. What do you think this is? This isn't a game for brats. Way too naive, as I said. But something had to change with that phone call. And yeah, they got a satisfying ending to this match. This guy's too good. It ended. Second round concludes. Hiroyuki doesn't make it. But is there going to be other people who did make it? Assumingly, right? Like, assumingly, all four are going to be here, like, made here, and Hiroyuki's going to be cut out entirely. And yeah, Nakata gets there as well, right? That means Nakata qualifies. That's why they're so happy as well. My god, all three of them made it there. Unbelievable. And okay, we also get his name, Shinobu Kishibe and Shohei Nakata. Alright, the Shohei brothers. Yeah, they made it. We made it, bro! God, these fucking, the typesetting, the translation, everything about this is awful. Awful. Also, a table second round concludes. What the fuck? This translation sucks. Shit. Oh. The I'm not having the fucking apostrophe there. And the no fucking period or anything to end this speech bubble. That was back here as well. Where was it? I mean, like, again, like the coo, the ha ha ha, no, nothing there. This, no punctuation, nothing at all. No punctuation. No punctuation. Insane. Terrible fucking translation. But alright, 3 out of the 4 people have filled the first come, first serve slots. Jesus Christ, you couldn't even fit this in the box. It's poking out of the box. Make it a tiny bit smaller. Jesus Christ. But yeah, one more spot open if there are no more qualifying players. The third round will begin. But, yeah, there's a sliver of hope, but there's just no way. There's no way, right? Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, of course not. Not a miracle. 4th slot easily filled, and at this moment, Hiroyuki's defeat was confirmed. Fuck, man. A miracle that was like a tightrope walk. At last, the tightrope of hope that was pursued. Snaps entirely. Wait, who the fuck is that? Have we seen this guy? Wait, who was that guy? Was he involved in all that? I don't remember this guy at all. But, oh, I love all the MacGuffins we've had so far. Oh, does this say Mahjong? This whole time that said Mahjong. I didn't realize. Damn. Utterly defeated. You've got 2 pages here and you didn't even separate them. What is this fucking release? Hopefully this isn't for the whole series, but it seems like it might be. Yeah, it seems like this is the quality we're going to have to deal with up until the very, very end of the series. I'm going to say that's definitely going to make me reading the series a lot slower, because I do not want to read this to quality, but I'll deal. We can do what we got to do. We'll get through it, don't worry. Akagi was the same way. I mean, at least with Akagi, it wasn't throughout the whole damn series, but well, we'll get through it. But the black suit, yeah, get out of here, bud. Oh, no, actually, a wild card. Okay, normally I would hand this over in the hall near the elevator, but this is the last chance given out for those who have completed with 90,000 points or more a wild card. If you answer correctly, you will be able to pass. However, if your answer is incorrect, it will result in your death. Okay, betting life on a second chance. Okay, a little bit too convenient. A little bit too convenient, but we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, we got our wild card here. It's a credit card, actually, it seems. But, need an answer from us, and it's a life or death thing. Interesting. But, curious. What the hell is going on with Kishibe and betraying us? I don't think this is something he was planning to do the whole time. I feel like this is something that only happened because of that phone call right there at the end. It had to be something. But, why? Who would be calling him to tell him to do this? Has he been the whole time actually been working for, fucking Kiyomaru and stuff, the Buffalo guy? I don't know. There's a lot of mystery to the series. This is a very, very satisfying, very, very fun match, though. Great preliminaries. Way better preliminaries than in 10. The 10 preliminaries were fun, but they weren't this enjoyable. Like, my god, these preliminaries were so much better. I got high hopes for this East West match. The brothers, again, absolutely fucking perfect characters. The last one with Kakuta, not that interesting of a match, all things considered. But these brothers, sick as hell. And I'm glad one of them, made it to the top 4. That's incredible. And we didn't figure out who the last guy to make it to the top 4 was. We just know, somebody did. But we don't know who it is. I mean, the name's here, but we don't know, who it is. It wasn't translated. Okay, here's a note by the damn translator. Oh my god, what do you have to say? Had a lot of trouble with some of the language. I know I absolutely butchered some of these pages, and for that I'm sorry. Then don't do it. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? I hate every time I have to read a fucking note page by a translator or any fucking scanlation group. It's like, sorry, we know we butchered this shit, but we did it anyway, and nobody's going back to do this. How many years ago was this? How long have we been dealing with this shit-ass quality that nobody's going to go back and redo because almost nobody ever does that. I feel like, I know a couple people, Stutterbus, Mr. Steak, and me are like the only people I know of that go back and do things. I pretty much only scanlate stuff that's already been scanlated. I don't scanlate anything new. I only scanlate stuff that's been scanlated like shit, and then I fix it. That's my version of scanlation. But I fucking hate so much when people do this. Oh, I know I butchered it. Then why'd you do it, you fucking evil bastard? I have a few more volumes of Hero I bought, and I am trying to figure out how to get more HD scans, but bear with me, this takes a while. What do you mean? Why are you scanlating when you don't have the high quality scans yet? You're saying it's going to take a while? Wait till you get them then! I have no idea if someone else was planning on translating this, but I apologize again if you were. I mean, definitely there was much better translations, and then you came along and did worse translations, and then the other translator stopped! Fuck you! Ugh. Yeah, the Mahjong terms are a lot harder than I thought it would be. Stop scanlating the series, you bastard. Jesus Christ. The fact that it just says 3 examples here, just things I couldn't translate. I just didn't know how to translate any of these. This guy, stop scanlating. If you, at any point, are scanlating and you go, I don't know how to do this, stop. Stop immediately. That's the end of the volume as well. Glad we ended this on the end of a volume as well, but fuck me, I can't believe these are the fucking scans we're going to deal with for the whole series going forward. Oh my god, so disappointing. So disappointing. But it's been a great ride up till now. Hopefully the series will still be good enough even through these garbage translations. But I'll see you for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here.